Alright, let's get started. Two months after long-awaited revelry. In the dimly lit room, silhouettes lurk in the shadows. Holographic screens flicker with images of protocols being sold. Each fish is accompanied by a symbol marking their status. In the corner is a man whose pockets are heavy with poker chips. He takes out his phone and inputs an encrypted code with ease. The dark web interface on the screen sputters, then pops up a series of windows, even more mysterious. Yes. Oh goodness. Can I? God damn it. That was too slow. Something about the protofield got wrecked at N109 zone. Rumors say over 50 wanderers showed up out of thin air, almost causing a riot. Maybe an ether core attracted the wanderers. Yes. Someone trying to frame the wanderers, maybe. Don't spread rumors. Saw known protocol smugglers near the Silver Screen Hotel. Lead? Investigate and report back. A photo appears on the screen. Surrounded by bodyguards, a notorious protocol merchant walks into the hotel.
Welcome to the Silver Screen Hotel.
We work overtime for
Simone.
2 months dealing with these protocol smugglers. After that, it's vacation time.
That'd be nice. He keeps cock blocking me in my balls. Zayne, yeah, he's been very mean to you. The medicine finally kicked in, so I'm slightly out of it. No cramps, that's good. Hopefully they stay away. When I saw Mappy, I thought Xavier and Silas are fighting. They're working together again. Yeah, they are. Mine hasn't even started yet, but I have the emotional effects. Fishy making me cry, and it's not because of the story. Several hidden bugs and cameras fall as Simone deactivates them. She brushes off the dust on her hands and casually tosses a transmitter into the corner.
After Operation Ether Ordeal secretly started, this is our first mission together. I figured we'd have chances to work together since you are also here, but things have gotten hectic with mission after mission.
Simone used to be in Unicorn's armament tech. She has the micro-modification evol. And ever since she increased my Hunter firearms firing rate by 2-fold, we've got along well. Yeah, Lincoln's been a mess lately. I wonder when things will settle down.
At least it's nothing compared to the N109 zone.
It's nothing compared to my credit card right now.
I heard you went in all by yourself 2 months ago. You made a mess out of Ani Kindness's protocol auction and left unscathed. You even managed to...
seduce its boss? Yes. She lowers her voice. Her tone is half teasing, half curious.
You even managed to get your hands on a real ether core, right?
We straight up absorbed it. Same, Katie. It's always like day 1 or 2. No, this is the first time, but she does appear again. I think at the beginning of Death and Rebirth as well. This is the first time I've heard about it. Who told you?
No one. But it does coincide with when you were away from the association and the incident in the N109 zone.
They make Silas papers.
The association
we
launched
should
a
make.
covert
I should make
mission,
Raph this
something
time.
about
He should be the
investigating the
one.
recent chaos in Lincoln.
Should be Raph, considering, but that was like. It was 130 polls. I still can't believe it. And it was only this expensive because it's a freaking rerun. Simone trails off, but I know what she's implying. This operation is for the association's best. A few probably noticed something was unusual.
Relax. This is top secret stuff. There aren't even leaks, let alone whispers.
Well, you're whispering.
I wouldn't mind catching a glimpse of this ether core to see what all the fuss is about, though.
Impossible.
Anyway, the N109 zone whispers about an ether core, and suddenly the groups on the dark web go nuts.
I would ask Raph who is Thomas's car. I don't believe that. Raph is almost like Silas a bit. He may not have like a black credit card, but he'll use his money. He just likes to drive Thomas nuts when it comes to the time he actually finishes a painting. And when he decides he wants to show up for an actual exhibition.
I thought the association wouldn't bat an eye, but then Captain Jenna showed up and dragged me into the special operations team. It feels like we stumbled into something big, and that rumor being passed around becomes a truth. I always believed the ether core existed. I just never thought there was more than one. If these smugglers have the real deal, that baby's going straight into my railgun.
Well, so far there's only at least 3 that I am aware of. I think 3. The elevator keeps climbing as if it's taking us to a rooftop that's directly under the Deepspace tunnel. For a second, I feel like I'm back under the N109 zone sky.
Allow me to jog your memory.
I don't want to hear you right now.
From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit. After all, you and me, we're the same.
Don't you be saying that to me right now. How dare you? Raph is rich. He's flexing his Gucci and his Rolex all the time. Look at this guy. Exactly. Man's always showing off his wealth. If it's for you, that is true. If it's for us, he will gladly spend his money. Oh yeah, I wouldn't even think he'd hesitate. He'd be like, nah. They can't look at his house. If Raph used Thomas's card, Thomas would make Raph pay double for his services and make him attend every art event in his name. Be on a fishy after this. Oh, I didn't even read that. Oops. My memories are too fragmented and unclear. Is it because of this ether core? My hand touches my chest, the warmth pulsating like another heartbeat.
Heads up, you two. We hacked the hotel
Hello,
security
Andrew.
system. You've been whitelisted and can come and go as you please.
Isn't that nice? Andrew, the captain of data analysis, is micromanaging all intel for Operation Ether Ordeal. He's communicating via earpiece.
Rendezvous in conference room 3909. It'll be showtime in 5 minutes.
Alright. A holographic 3D map of the hotel flickers to life before me, modules snapping into place. Simone winks. She's very proud of her latest gadget.
The moment you meet up with the target, Evol will be transmitted through your contact lens's device to alter his memories.
No.
He'll think you're the buyer he met before.
Oh yeah, because he has a memory control related evil, doesn't he, or something?
You have a 30-minute window, so make it quick.
Understood. We'll grab the items and see if an ether core is present.
Anyway, we can fight our way out if things go south. Are you doubting my new gadget or her Evol?
Simone adjusts my dress as she equips a protofield disruptor that's shaped like an earring. Our reflections stare back at us in the glass. Simone looks stylish in her security attire, and I'm wearing a simple, elegant dress. I didn't think I would be an heiress again after I returned to working as a hunter. Girl, you didn't even try to be an heiress while in the N109 zone. Yeah, that's what I heard. His evil is quite scary. At least my time in the N109 zone taught me how to bluff. A ding announces that we've arrived on the 39th floor. Simone and I exchange a look. So, for me, I have little trust in Andrew, considering what he can do with his evil. Like, that memory manipulation is quite horrifying. I don't. She did waste Jeremiah's efforts. He worked so hard for his bestie. And she didn't even try to use it.
With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal. But these were all duds.
Of course they were. Well, we didn't get an ether core. The mission wasn't a waste. We have these modified protocors. The protocor smugglers are taken away, and Simone and I return to the Hunters Association.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone.
I trust Andrew more than Simone. Ooh. Imagine it's Andrew. I don't think so. I'm still on the belief that a 6 doesn't exist, or more so unnecessary. But who knows, Imfold could change their mind. Yeah, I don't really want another one. 5's quite enough, considering just how much I spent on one today. I don't need a 6th one. Just Simone more than Andrew. I think, yeah. I don't know. Simone is just, she's very honest. Granted, I don't remember too much of the interactions with Andrew, but, like, his evil definitely makes me wary of him. Because we do know, I don't remember when it comes in at the story, but there is a mole inside of the Hunters Association. There's somebody sus.
Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? Put them on the table.
Can you repair my bank balance?
And just between you and me, Hunter's Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Don't miss out.
The little robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles into the armory with my weapon.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks. If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
Hey, sorry, what were you saying, Andrew? Oh, yeah, I was protecting Simone with my evil. Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup. The windows flicker to life like a digital butterfly swarm.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
Alright, check this out.
Hello, Jenna. A rolled-up combat uniform lands on the table. We look up to see Jenna walking toward the control
Captain,
desk.
what's going on?
A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest. I unfold the uniform. There lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
Oh. Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust. Without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. She ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocore? Jenna finishes drinking her water and tears open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head.
Oh.
It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is.
Yeah.
So, already you can see something's not right here.
Everyone casts their gazes on me. I slowly nod. I can sense a protocurve. It's similar to the one I brought back from the no-hunt zone number 7 2 months ago. But there's more to it. Is it related to the ether core?
Yes, we've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Jenna takes a moment to gather herself. She stands up and the control desk flickers a couple of times. A holographic 3D map is projected from it.
Remember that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes.
This was the first instance of the anomalies.
And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another. Then on the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer.
Oh.
The Wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocores are capable of distorting space itself. We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now. I won't get into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the Deep Space tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that...
Jenna leans forward. She grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
an ether core is involved.
They changed Jenna. Oh, I think this is still her original voice. It might have been changed for Death and Rebirth, maybe? Or Homecoming Wings, maybe. Actually, might have been Homecoming Wings. When do they usually do a mid-year update? Yeah, last year's version update was July. Yeah, it was a version update in July. The main story update was like late May. But it wasn't a version update where Death and Rebirth was dropped. Because version 4 was the wedding banner. I do miss OG Jenna. I don't know why her VA was changed, actually. It is possible, but I'm not 100% sure why they changed her.
Based on our observations of these Wanderers, the Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future. That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. They are potential locations, and they're everywhere. Some are even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark.
Alright, not really.
Night will fall, and we all know the big guys lurking in Lincoln's shadows are about to make their move.
Captain Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another ether core inside, aside from the one in my heart and the one in Silas's eye. But it could be in any of those locations, and this ether core might be incomplete, similar to how the one in my heart was at first. It will take some time to find that ether core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We also need to investigate the shady organizations that covet them for their own goals. They're essentially a ticking time bomb.
You should be my visions.
We'll split
No,
up for now,
we totally
but
understand.
try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse.
I should have done my polls after the main story, because I know both Xavier and Raph are going to make me giggle and blush.
Hey, I don't know what you went through in the N109 zone, but this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
Yes, ma'am. MC's not going to listen to you, though. After spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting info in the Association's archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the N109 zone that need to be addressed. I should first deal with what I can handle right now, so... Okay. So yeah, so then we're going into this, but we should probably read his anecdote. Alright, let's get started on more emotional damage. The sound of footsteps reverberates, a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zayne once again sees that familiar silhouette of the girl. In the quiet hospital corridor, its walls grayish-blue and dimly lit by incandescent lights, only the girl stands bright and resolute. Same breathing. I'm gonna take any bit of reprieve I can get. Gotta love when there is a clear sign to not do something and someone still does it. It was right down to the bones. Yearning to call out to her, yet incapable of making a sound, he has no choice but to quicken his pace. He runs after her. Yet at that moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
See, that gets different context, yeah. Without warning, the entire space distorts. Those sharp spikes hurtle toward the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him. As their eyes meet, her lips quiver in despair, softly whispering broken, desperate sounds. Zayne! Zayne! Zayne? Hey! Hi, baby. No, my poor baby. I hope when he's in bed with me at night he can sleep peacefully. Yeah, he doesn't have nightmares. You're so right. Inside Axo's rehabilitation center, Zayne suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod, and his unfocused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is a reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. Lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
That's fair. Hey, I care about you. And what else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since he returned from Mount Eternal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. Yes. Also, PTSD, girl. After returning from Mount Eternal 2 months ago, Zayne's health hasn't been good. It's gotten to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what happened in the Arctic. This recurring nightmare is the only thing he willingly shared with me. Still have a business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing before his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over. No matter what.
No. Shush. Shush! I press my finger against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are, they're for other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful.
And
stay alive.
He's like, oh, I'm your doctor, yes. I love how happy that made him. How the hell did I miss his sass? That's what... Exactly, the sass has been there since the first frickin' cutscene with him. You just needed to be awakened to Jay. Don't let my worries be a burden on you. I think you started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment for the N109 zone. Zayne takes his coat from the coat rack beside the wall. Together, we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence.
Baby hubby.
Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Yeah. Is it related to Protocore syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Instead of waking up, picture GOA. I mean, it could be both types of awakening that I was talking about. GOA definitely does awaken something. Stepping into the elevator, I press the button for the ground floor. Zayne's reflection appears on the closed doors, the dark circles under his eyes underlying a deep wariness. I just need to rest his head right here and tell him to go to sleep. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first. I help.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
No, I can help you sleep. So it's not that doctors can't treat themselves. They don't actually want to be treated. Not this one, apparently. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered at your place and should help you sleep. Also, the hypnotic music.
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
Not at all, but what's wrong with lullabies? They're soothing. They're supposed to help you sleep. I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Dr. Zayne. Oh, I love his smiles. No, I love that his smile literally is just a few pixels upward. Holding off GOA until I have... That's fair. After what? Last one I read after Decoherence? That's completely fair. It is definitely... Probably should experience it by yourself first.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
Yes, you should. I'm also your wife. So that would be a smart decision. We step out of the elevator, and my watch begins to ring. Someone's calling me. I gesture to Zayne, and then move to the side to answer it. Hello? Captain Jenna?
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
Okay. After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends the call.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check in with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. Boo! This is one of our main story very early dates, and we're canceling on him. I'm sorry. Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital's main entrance, excuse. A pair of hands lands on my shoulders and steers me in a different direction.
Don't run just yet.
Okay. God, you're so pretty. Say he was my one and only. Would have been a lie. True.
I'll drive you there.
Okay. Look at this gentleman. He's still... I can't say... Yeah, I can't even say he's my one and only because I have all 5. But he's my favorite. We'll go with that. He's my favorite. Hello, Jenna. Upon arriving at the association, I find Alpha Team's office engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk. Her gaze is fixed on a few zoomed-in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
Okay. She waves her hand, and those photos are pushed toward me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that a distinct figure appears in every picture. The figure is also marked with conspicuous colors, which shows traces of a beta protocurve. All of them are from the same Wanderer.
Yes, including this morning. Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
That means it's related to an ether core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an ether core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information, and positioned at the center is a blurred image of a Wanderer.
This Wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma. Some even go into shock.
Yeah, that's not good. My gaze then falls on the left side of the screen. The text reads, Location, Chancia City. Chancia City.
I'll be heading to Chancia City next week.
Chancia.
There are a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome.
He
So
knows.
they require Oxo Hospital's assistance for their treatment.
He knows what one of my favorite outfits is. Those patients that Zayne mentioned might actually be victims of this Wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these 2 incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Chancia City next week.
Captain, I would like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the Wanderer.
Your request has been approved. Our Chancia branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Understood. I'll be careful. Met Dr. Noah when he was in school. Yes. Yes, I believe so. He was... like, Noah mentored him. I wonder if you get an iPad for this game. You put Dr. Zayne with a warm blanket say... You know, I could. I could do that, actually. He would deserve it. As I leave the association, Zayne's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Oh, look at this man. Acquainted. I think so. I think he said that. He and Josephine were acquaintances, yeah. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white roses suddenly appears and engulfs my vision.
Miss? I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
Get him out of my face. Go away. We found the biggest ick guy in this game for me. Ugh. And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting.
You know, someone who... I'm actually curious now. I suppose. Raymond, isn't it? It's Raymond, isn't it? I mean, yes. But at least Raymond is fucking dead. He died. And Raphael got to mock him by him and Talia performing a funeral ritual for their fellow Liberian at his own funeral. In his house. Unless you're talking about someone else there, Jay. Which I may not know. As the bigger boner for saying.
But you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
Why are you giving... Why? The man has a gentle gaze, as if to be friendly. I don't see a gentle gaze in them. I have like... Carter is 3, Raymond is 4. Now I'm curious to who 1 and 2 are. He extends his other hand towards me. Do not touch me.
I'm Carter, from Xander Sciences.
I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attention-grabbing deliveries as well. Oh, those were from you.
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores.
Rude grandma should be on the list in a way. One you met, but I don't think Nana has. Oh, so I won't say his name. One I have met, but Nana hasn't. Oh, wait. Is it from Death and Rebirth? But Nana's played Death and Rebirth, hasn't she? She just hasn't done 2 or yesterday. Have you played Death and Rebirth, Nana? Am I forgetting? Or no? I know you haven't done 2 or yesterday. 1 and 2 are from both Death and Rebirth. And you said that guy. I think I know who you're talking about for number 2 then. I think I know who you're talking about. I haven't done Silas's and Zayne's part. Okay. Half of Silas's. So you may have not actually met him then. Okay. I know who you're talking about, Jay. And I agree. I so agree.
Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
No.
She already has plans for tonight.
You're damn right I do. A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zayne then pulls me to his side, and he moves to stand between me and Carter. Upon seeing Zayne's face, Carter's expression noticeably darkens.
What a coincidence, Zayne. It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the 3 of us have dinner together? My treat.
No thanks. My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zayne's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits hunters from accepting dinner invitations for work purposes.
Let's go.
Yes, gladly. Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner, but the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
They came from you. Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zayne swiftly takes the white roses. He glances at them. With a blank expression, he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
Oh, this man. This man. You're so
Miss
right.
Hunter?
With Zayne holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows us. Go away!
Actually, I'm here to give you a reminder. The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
Uh-huh. Get your own girl card. Yeah. I love me a protective Zany.
Seatbelt.
Okay. Zayne turns the steering wheel, and the car joins the stream of flowing traffic. That guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquainted with him? And Xander Sciences. I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now.
I didn't need to hear all that coughing.
Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment.
No. The person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place. That's Carter, right? Coughing ASMR.
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
You two aren't like-minded from what I can tell. I also feel like he is... He's fucking crazy, man. He is crazy.
Oh?
His face. He's like, finally. Someone else gets it. Hello, Dida. What's so funny? You know, he always attaches a card to the bouquet he sends. It keeps asking me to be his patient. To think some people want to steal a patient from a doctor. He needs more help than I do. And him being weird, let me put it this way. It's not inexplicable.
Indeed. What you've said is correct.
So what they were fighting, yeah. Like, it's part 1 and 2. Would give a bit more context to this.
He's crazy.
Very sweet. Oh, that's... It's deserved, but painful.
But when he told you to be careful while traveling, I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
You're absolutely right. That was like a veiled kind of threat in a way. Just as I'm about to tell Zayne about my trip, I think twice. I shake my head and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zayne glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about this topic. Grayson! I love when we get to see his model. Look at him, he's so cute. In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time?
Is this his OG voice? I want to ask. No, you're totally fine with that, Alexei. We all don't like Carter. Wrestling match. I wouldn't mind a wrestling match with Zayne. Believe so. That's the OG voice. He is so baby. Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zayne will have once he sees me later. He already knows we're here, girl. I move closer to him and shake my plane ticket at him. What's that expression? Do you feel relieved? Or are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
What? Why was him doing that so hot, though? Why was that so hot? Pinches Grayson's cheeks. To me, what? Hey, Grayson is firmly second place to what Jeremiah is right now. Grayson was before Jeremiah, but Grayson he seems to be going after a lady. Okay, so I'm stepping back a bit. He's pursuing another hunter, which I find is just so adorable. Let him get a girlfriend. While Grayson's tone sounds lighthearted, a subtle tinge of concern appears on his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them.
It's Jay.
Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
You're gonna do that to Raphael, Jay? Having Zayne fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Yeah. Grayson lowers his voice and leans in closer.
His biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome. Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
Raphael said you to him. As if worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me a video.
My friend who works at Chancha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
In the video, the sound of an alarm fills the air, and the lights flicker uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurred footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux. A picture begins to form in my mind. Something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up. But it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
The fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. It's not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuation, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again and searched for anything I might have missed. Is the metaflux a result of the patient being exposed to that wanderer and the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
God damn it, I was gonna try to take a picture. Rewind a bit, Grayson. It could be a little higher pitch, yeah. I don't remember what the next time he appears in after he's been recast. As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side.
Dr. Zayne.
In one smooth motion, the hand takes the phone, turns off the screen, and then places it back in Grayson's hand.
Chancha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
Yes, hi, husband Zayne. Sorry, we totally weren't gushing over how adorable Grayson is or anything. Kind a little bit in the face. And then how, like, his jawline is structured a little bit. He could look like Cloud. I lock eyes with Zayne. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zayne. He is gorgeous. I don't know, I'd have to have a picture of the both of them. But I think Xavier probably looks a lot more like Cloud than anyone else. And I think they took inspiration from Cloud in making Xavier's appearance. I love his interactions with Grayson and Javon. Yes! I need more of them. I hold up a paper bag. Do you want a black tea cake or an egg sandwich? You can only choose one. Yeah, one of them has cake in the name. He's taking the cake.
I'll have the cake.
You're so predictable, Zayne. I saw that smile.
Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I retrieve my suitcase from behind a chair and proudly present my ID as a hunter escort to Zayne. Surprise!
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Contrary to my expectations, I see no traces of astonishment in Zayne's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte.
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application and ID request?
MC's so funny. Like, she definitely had a bit of smooth brain there, thinking, oh, my doctor's totally not going to be informed that I'm going to go somewhere and not be signing off on that. I'll take some Zayne cake. I'll take it. I'll take every bit of that cake. I'll have Zayne cake every day. The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands at Chansha Airport. Boarding the shuttle sent by Chansha Hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their destination. The chief of surgery, his hair already starting to gray, exchanges pleasantries with Zayne before quickly delving into a discussion about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop. And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Then we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
We're gonna see the scrubs. The little bit we're gonna see the headwear and the mask anyway. Zayne quickly flips through the patient's medical record while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
This is our only option. We must perform the surgery.
Mm-hmm. You'll hurt
Let's
him.
reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
We need to revoke wrinkles from MC's brain. I meant to mention this earlier when Katie was here, but apparently the Resident Evil fan. Yeah, I did see that. They just decided to adopt Xavier as well, so now Zayne and Xavier are brothers in another fandom. It's so I find that it's so funny. I love how it all happened. Yeah, it's early MSMC. She doesn't have many wrinkles on that brain of hers. But yeah, if anyone doesn't know how Zayne at least Zayne got adopted into the Resident Evil fandom, is shippers of Leon and Ada are the characters' names. Their ship name is Anon. Okay. And somebody saw one of Zayne's cards, his Throne of Arrows card, that's called Anon's Cannon. And they decided, oh, well, that's just their son. I don't know how Xavier got wrapped up into it. I guess so Leon could have his genetics go into a child. Yeah, that's how that started. That's how Zayne is now part of the RP fandom, but yeah, now they're brothers. I don't know, I find that really cute. A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. The rhythmic sounds of medical equipment reverberate. Led by Zayne, a team of medical staff focuses on the surgery at hand. Xavier looks like Leon, yeah. From his recent promise, yeah. I think it's because, like, Zayne took all of Ada's genetics, so it's like, well, this other guy from this Otome game looks like Leon, so we could just adopt him too. It is, it's funny, I love it so much. The observation room is filled with people and their gazes are fixed on the large screen. On it, a pair of hands uses a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals.
Clear the view.
Oh. I want to take a picture, but he won't show up, and oh my god. Feast. I'm gonna do a thing. Give me a second. There. Yeah. There. I had to take a screenshot. He looks so good. Saved it. Please share it. What do you what do you mean saying by clear the view? You are the view. You can't leave the room. After ensuring there's no unusual activity, I make my way back to the glass.
Dr. Zayne is brave for taking on such a risky case.
His promise card was, yes, it was so good. Captain Willow.
We meet again.
Now you got me thinking of... You got me thinking of that promise card now. Xavier made me feel things. And yeah, really thinking at it, he looks so much like Leon. It's kind of crazy. During my previous visit to Chansha City, we worked together. After exchanging formalities, she shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of a Wanderer's recent activities appears on my watch's built-in 3D map. Right? Why don't we have Zayne in Scrubs? There's only that image of his face, and then the 4-star art from one of his cards that I still have to play through. Yeah, the mask is available, but I want the whole fit. I want all of it. Question, same, Saturn. It's like, but why? You can put it in the crystal shop. I'll buy it. I'll buy the scrubs. I managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. I've never seen a Wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna said there's no clear image of the Wanderer yet. Do you have any new leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocurves not aligning, the Wanderer closely resembles Mist.
I don't like Mist. Yeah, I'd buy it. I'd buy it. But if you look at all the data, the traits this Wanderer exhibits are different from the Mists I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the ether core made it mutate or something. Suddenly, disruption erupts next to us. It draws my and Willow's attention to the screen. A scale-like tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel. Ugh.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
Yes. Fifth intercostal space, that's what it's called. But yes, Zayne does have steady hands and fingers. But according to him, his fingering's not that good. Those are his words. That crystal. It's exactly like the ones on the monsters in the N109 zone. Zayne must have noticed it too. Regaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. He continues with the procedure until the crystal is placed onto the surgical tray.
Does it look all right on the ultrasound?
Mist can't be a pain in the ass. I still hate the white dragon more.
Yes, it came up. Any bleeding?
The deers. Ugh.
Let's wrap it up.
Don't like the deer either. Applause erupts throughout the observation room, and relief watches over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux. The alarm for the flux stabilizers resounds throughout the entire operating room. Captain Willow and I exchange a look and immediately get to work. She starts evacuating the spectators while I run to the intercom. Zayne, a wanderer is about to appear. You need to move.
Dr. Zayne, the patient's blood pressure is dropping.
I forgot we saw Grayson in them too. Hello? Hello, Grayson. Oh, he looked good too, though. Hi, I just want to look at you for a second. Double HP and protocol blocking bastard. Yes. Yes, it does.
Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 micrograms.
Where are your glasses, Zany? Why aren't you wearing your glasses? The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pulled out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremors I feel in my chest show no signs of subsiding. Zayne, you need to leave, or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable. Moving them is infeasible right now.
Fine, please. Through the glass, Zayne looks up at me, his gaze as calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
Possibly. I meet Zayne's gaze that carries a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grayson and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Oh dear. Of course, they're all gonna be fine. Oh look, see? We're fine. Just as I said we'd be. Using my evol and the flux stabilizers, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zayne to start suturing, or to finish suturing. When the surgery ends, the metaflux suddenly dissipates, as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical staff will handle the follow-up procedures. I change out of my sterile suit. Just as I'm catching my breath, Zayne pulls me into the lounge where no one's around.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick evil examination.
Okay. We don't get to see you in your lab coat enough. Zayne sets down a metal tray, picks up a cotton ball soaked in medicine, and begins to disinfect my hand. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of evil is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say.
Okay.
Also,
a cool sensation emanates from the palm of my hand as he holds my fingers. He applies patches to each one.
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
You knew since the beginning.
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
Come on, Zayne has like 10 times minimum the amount of wrinkles on his brain than MC does. Minimum. He probably has more. Of course. You and Dr. Noah have known about the existence of ether cores for a while now. Straightening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed it during the surgery, right? That crystal was very similar to the sample I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure the wanderer that attacked this patient is related to the ether core. It's possible the ether core made those monsters in the N109 zone transform into their current state.
Not necessarily.
The examination machine beeps. Zayne observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The ether core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that. Someone attempted to be smart, but ended up failing in the process.
Carter. Bitch. Yeah, he attempted, alright. Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters and this patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating.
His wrinkles have wrinkles, so true.
Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the ether core. You haven't met all of them yet.
True. Also, Zayne, you don't have to just speculate. You can tell me that you think it's Carter. You're right.
All is well.
The machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Zayne carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. In the quiet room, the second hand of the wall clock moves quietly, plucking the faint light enveloping us. I can't help but yawn. I told you I was fine. If I have to say there's a problem, then I'm feeling a little tired now.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Yeah, not at all. You were a lovely sight to look at. Now, if you don't mind sitting on the couch so I can then lie on your lap and have a nap, that'd just be incredible. But then again, you also deserve the same treatment, so I'll give it to you instead. How about that? Oh my god. Yes. Not at all. It's actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. You look so cool. You look so hot. Please marry me. Taking a paper bag from the table, he settles on one side of the couch. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with his clean hands.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
That's okay. While the chaos has subsided, the persistent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. While my body is tired, my mind is still excited. I decided to direct my excess energy to the surgeon himself. Obviously. Weren't you listening to me before? Someone said he'll learn to accept compliments from others. Exactly. Accept compliment where I say you look super sexy while performing operations. Accept it, because it's true. It's purely factual.
I accept your compliment.
Good. Oh my god. Him and his stupid face. The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Zayne lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. Why would you remove the bacon? That's the best part. He then proceeds to discard the wilted lettuce, leaving only ham slices, red cabbage, and shredded pork that have withstood the test of time. Okay, well, I guess if it's, like, old and gross, that'd be one thing. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see you perform surgery for the first time, but I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergo surgery.
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Okay, that's fair. Is nutrition one of the things you research? Is there anything Dr. Zayne can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you.
I know, you're so shy.
But I suppose there's a chance for you to teach me in person.
Gladly. It'll be so easy for me to love bomb you, okay? And compliment you. Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zayne places the surgery-affected sandwich into my hand. He then pulls out his phone. Baffled, I lean in and watch as Zayne taps on a message notification. He opens up a new medical team group chat, which was created earlier today. Grayson has shared a group photo there, where the medical staff, their smiles tinged with weariness, hold glass vessels that are visibly cracked. Were these... Oh, I have to take off our equipment. Okay. Be safe. Hopefully the appointment goes well. Have a good night, Rolla. Cracked by the energy I couldn't contain when I lost my target.
You overdid it, yes.
I'm sorry.
But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
I don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laugh. I quickly shift my attention to eliminating the sandwich. Before Zayne can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Upon hearing the voice on the other end, Zayne freezes. Surprise appears on his face.
The patient woke up?
Oh. Well, now we can get some info on what the heck has been happening. When Zayne, Grayson, and I arrive at the entrance to the ICU, a nurse approaches us.
Do you know why you regained consciousness so quickly?
We're not sure. He should have woken up already. Look at this, Dr. Zayne. All his vital signs are improving.
Zayne and Grayson change into sterile suits and enter the ward. I wait outside.
Can you hear me?
Thank you, game.
Do you remember where we are? Look at my finger.
I really wasn't expecting him to save the patient when they were at death's door.
Why are you stalking us? Go away. Mr. Carter?
Hello. We meet again, miss.
With the sudden appearance of Carter, I cautiously step to the side. However, he greets me with a smile. He raises both of his hands.
Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't following you.
Yeah, bullshit. I don't believe you for a second.
This patient happens to be an important client of Xander Sciences. After hearing about the incident, I decided to pay him a visit.
Yeah, what happened to him was your fault. And your organization's fault. Stop interfering with my cake and pie. You weren't there when he was in critical condition? I don't think he's that important to you.
What do you mean?
He leans against the wall and casually looks at the glass door.
If it weren't for Xander Sciences, his fragile heart would have stopped a long time ago. What we're pursuing is far more stunning and ambitious than these petty solutions.
Uh-huh. Is that so? Is it all on the screen? I am so sorry, Nana. I'm sorry you had to you had to witness that. Observing my indifferent reaction, Carter furrows his brow. A hint of disappointment appears on his face.
Aren't you curious about the kind of work we're doing?
Not really. I'm not. He shakes his head, and his usual pretentious smile graces his face again.
It's okay. You'll be interested someday.
Not because I want to like what you're working on. Just so I can go and set a bomb off in your facility. That's about it.
After all, only Xander Sciences can provide answers to the questions about your heart.
He's not wrong there. Frowning, I suppress the urge to ask more. I redirect my attention back to the ward. Hi, Grayson.
Hey, Dr. Zayne wants you inside.
Inside what exactly? I want him inside. But I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Grayson hurriedly walks out and hands me a sterile suit. Well, goodbye.
Excuse me, this is the ICU. For the patient's sake, we kindly request that unrelated individuals leave.
Key dealer. Oh, he kicking Carter out. Having no intention of paying any more attention to Carter, I change into the sterile suit and enter the room. Hello. The man lying down on the bed has his eyes half open. His voice is weak, yet infused with tangible excitement.
I'm back. I'm back.
Aww.
All his vital signs appear to be normal. However, under normal circumstances, a person wouldn't recover this quickly.
As Zayne talks, he directs a meaningful look at me.
More anomalies may occur. Stay on your toes.
Acknowledging his warning, I nod. I move to the bed, introduce myself, and state the purpose of my visit. I then proceed to ask questions. Davis, you said you're back. Where were you?
It trapped me. I couldn't get out. It was like a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
I turn on my watch and pull up a picture of Mist. When you say it, do you mean this?
Yes. It was that thing. It was inside of me. But it wasn't.
Oh god. Suddenly, the vital signs monitor starts beeping loudly. The man on the bed begins convulsing as if something started choking him. Metaflux. Zayne! I quickly pull out my gun and sense more intense fluctuation. It surges and engulfs the entire room instantly.
Grayson, transfer the patient to another room and prepare for resuscitation.
Unexpectedly, a rift appears and reveals the shadowy figure of a wanderer. Moving myself in front of the bed, I point my gun at the wanderer. However, it disappears in the blink of an eye. A second later, it materializes like a phantom in another location.
Hey, behind you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move past that thought. Evading its slash, I aim my gun at the center of the fluctuation. However, a tremor overwhelms my chest. I barely feel any pain. Only a dense white fog surges before me and obscures my vision. The ward dissipates as if my surroundings are transforming into another realm. Me too. Love the stern voice. The last thing I see is Zayne rushing toward me. Zayne, watch out! Mm-hmm. What you mm-hmm for, Saturn? Well, we're back here. It feels as though my body is plummeting into a thick fog. The sensation of weightlessness threatens to push my heartbeat out of my chest. Amidst the chaos, I muster all my strength to find something. Anything to hold on to. And after what feels like forever, my feet touch solid ground. My surroundings become clear. Not working anymore. Bathed in dim, feeble light, a long corridor appears before me. Its end remains hidden in mist. Am I at a hospital? No way. YouTube didn't like my message about her. Yeah. Well, the last one just said bullshit. And I thought that's what you meant, and I mean Carter, to be clear. Did you say something else, too? If you did, go ahead and put it in Discord so we know, because we want to hear all the trash talk about Carter. Because silly YouTube doesn't like when we say mean words about pixels. I feel a faint tremor in my chest. A familiar energy fluctuation surges like the mist. It drags me somewhere. This fluctuation is from an ether core. I'm probably in the Wanderer's protofield. As I stand in the empty space, the sound of approaching footsteps reaches my ears. Turning around, I notice a dark figure. Zayne? An onslaught of sharp ice crystals materializes around me. They're ready to pierce my heart. The ground beneath me disappears, and I find myself falling into a sense of weightlessness again. As I float in this void, blurred lights and sounds rush past me like an avalanche. Within the boundless darkness, it's as if a pair of hands is gently lifting my tired soul. I struggle to open my eyes. Hey, Pookie. After feeling my steady heartbeat for several seconds, I sit up on the bed.
You're awake.
Whoop. By the floor-to-ceiling window stands a figure wearing black clothing. He turns around. Behind him are dilapidated buildings and the sunset's tender light. Zayne. The figure takes another step, his appearance nearly overlapping with the dark figure I had seen before. I move back.
How are you feeling?
After hesitating for a moment, I reach out and touch his cheek. You sweet boy. Posted in general? Okay. I'll take a look later. I trace his eyebrows and the contours of his face. I recognize the features I know so well. In this silence, he remains motionless. He just looks at me. I'm fine. I think I just had a dream. Perhaps it's the influence of the protofield that caused me to have those strange illusions. Shaking my head to clear my thoughts, I shift my focus to the room. You pinch his cheeks. The cracked grayish-white walls enclose a space where a sofa, a holographic screen, refrigerator, and various functional home appliances exist in close proximity. It looks like the home of someone who struggles with living a normal life.
Do you remember what happened in the ward?
The wanderer that suddenly appeared, the tremor in my heart, and Zayne running toward me. Memories gradually find their way back to my mind. Are we still in the Wanderer's protofield?
Yes.
Following Zayne's gaze, I get up from the bed and join him in looking out the window. As the final remnants of twilight vanish, the city stands before us under the light blue sky. Its desolation is evident. This place is a rusted skeleton of its former self. And although it's faint, the energy fluctuations around us are similar to an ether core's. This Wanderer's protocore must possess an ether core's energy. But in my dream, it's as if the chill from those ice crystals still lingers in the air. I grip my arms more tightly.
You're awake now. Remember that whatever you dreamt about was only a dream.
Are you sure? A blanket is draped over my shoulders. I reach out, and he walks away before I can touch him. Zayne opens the fridge, revealing a collection of peculiar bottles with mysterious liquids and a jar of half-filled chocolate. After opening the jar, he offers a few pieces to me, their packaging unexpectedly fancy. I'm not hungry.
According to my perception of time, you've been unconscious for 2 days.
He's like, you're refusing chocolate? How could you? Yeah, being
If you
unconscious for
don't
2
eat
days
or
is pretty
drink
crazy,
something,
though.
I'm afraid you won't have the energy to find the Wanderer.
Very true. The scent of chocolate saturates the air and ignites my appetite. What if the Wanderer launches a surprise attack while we're resting? Despite my words, I find myself sinking into the worn-out couch. I unwrap the chocolates with Zayne. I look up, and my gaze falls upon a bit of a vibrant green on the desk. It's a flower pot with a jasmine in it. It sticks out like a sore thumb in this desolate world. What is wrong with this? I could never refuse chocolate, especially when it's given by Zayne. While the branches and leaves retain their green hue, the stem has already started to wither. Is it normal to see jasmines in a Wanderer's protofield?
What are you implying?
The patient who was attacked by the Wanderer fell into a nightmare. They were trapped in their own dream. In other words, the environment we're currently seeing in the protofield must also be a manifestation of someone's dream. You're so right, Jay. You're allergic to chocolate? No! That's so sad. But then, like, is it... What is the... Oh, pardon me. Is it a specific ingredient that you're just allergic to, Nana? And I don't remember ever seeing anything here. So this is your dream.
Are there any comments you'd like to make about it?
Even in a world as broken as this, chocolate still exists. I expected nothing less from you.
Shouldn't you be saying something like, "Thank goodness it's Zayne's dream. We can still eat chocolate."
Zayne, who's wearing nothing but black clothes, appears somewhat strange. Maybe this is how he sees himself in his dreams.
I have dreamt of this place. However, the jasmine hasn't wilted yet, and the world itself isn't in such a dilapidated state.
Is this the nightmare you've been having, then? Zayne is quiet for a while before responding in a soft voice.
Yes.
Oh, about that. Yeah, that would be kind of like the main part of making chocolate, probably. Oh, that sucks so much. But since you said you don't give a damn, I hope the allergic reaction isn't that bad. Don't be scared. Dreams are the opposite of reality. I offer the unwrapped chocolate to his lips. Try it. Who knows? Maybe the chocolate in your nightmares doesn't even taste like chocolate. He lowers his head and eats the chocolate.
It's carrot flavored.
He's crying on the inside. Liar. Yeah, he'd be a little more outraged than that, I would assume. Getting less bad with time. Can't stop having it, especially. You can't refuse the hot chocolate. Well, yes, if only. He looks out the window again, where the silhouette of a bird flies across the darkening sky.
Since dreams are the opposite of reality, perhaps I'm not a doctor in this one.
Why? You don't like... I don't usually either. Hot chocolate, though. I gotta have hot chocolate. I need to get more hot chocolate. I don't care if it's close to summer. Everything is a hazy blur in dreams. Yet in Zayne's dream, the flowers, trees, streets, and shops appear with remarkable clarity. I can't help but wonder how long this dream has haunted him, incessantly replaying itself to the point where every detail is fleshed out. Can I go onto his jacket and live
While it
there?
resembles my dreamscape,
Please.
I can tell it's a proto-field. Over there.
He guides me to the entrance of a narrow alley. The road ahead is covered in thick fog. It's as if we've reached the edge of the dream itself. From the fog, a cluster of black crystals has emerged. It blooms like a flower and is as tall as a 3-story building. It blocks the path. A protocore cluster?
It regenerates very quickly after it's broken.
Mm.
I'd say it's as good as new within a few seconds.
Ugh.
Yes. I tried destroying it before you woke up.
As I recall my past battles, a hypothesis forms in my mind. I think I know what's going on here. There must be another protocore cluster in this protofield, and they provide energy to each other. We need to destroy both of them to leave this protofield.
Eating sweets certainly makes one smarter.
Eating chocolates given by Zayne adds a couple of wrinkles to MC's brain. It's heavenly. Oh, it's gotta. Homecoming wings is after branches. Yes, it is. It smells like candy in there. Thank you for the compliment. I gestured toward him. Though, I'm only slightly smarter than you. Chuckling, Zayne pulls down my hand. Since this is your dream, do you think you know where the other protocore cluster is?
When you're in a protofield, using evol in a scientific matter is more effective than dreaming.
Candied man. The protofield is practically drenched in erratic energy fluctuations, yet amidst the entanglement of protocurves, I detect one that stands out. I open my eyes and point in a direction. For what I've sensed, the second protocore cluster should be on the other side of the protofield. Similar energy fluctuations appear from another direction. I look at Zayne. Which one would you like to pick? Zayne looks into the distance. I don't know if I imagined it or not, but some sort of emotion stirred in his eyes.
The one that's farthest away.
Zayne. The far end of the city is cloaked in black mist, resembling the gaping maw of a beast hidden in the shadows. Nope, I want that one. I understand this is your dream, so you know where the dangers are. But are you going to face them alone again?
This is my dream. I can get to my destination faster than you.
That's fair. For your dream isn't exactly being nice to you right now. Maybe the more you try to use it, the more it'll use you instead. Let me go instead.
You.
Don't push yourself when you're in trouble. I got your back. That's a tip from your hunter escort. Smiling, I take a step and pat his back. Without waiting for Zayne to respond, I wave and start walking.
Don't push yourself. That's a tip from your primary care physician.
Behind me, I hear a soft sigh followed by Zayne's words that are tinged with worry. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of him standing in the shadows. He's far away now, so I can't clearly see his expression. I press my lips into a thin line and nod. Regardless of whether it's him or me, we know we'll always support each other. As the girl walks away, her figure disappearing from the fork in the road, Zayne turns his gaze toward the alley's depths. With the thick fog, a broken streetlight flickers intermittently. He raises his hand. Parts of the mist detach themselves from the air. Spiraling and condensing, they coalesce into icicles above his palm. Dark impurities silently emerge from within them, but they stop spreading just as they're about to breach the outermost layer of the white crystals. It's as if a looming black hole threatens to consume everything pure and white. Yet a thin, unwavering layer of pristine ice remains resolute in being the last line of defense. Shadows stretch, and in boundless fog, boundless fog ahead, the protocore cluster awaits his arrival like a slumbering wanderer. Within the mist, a cold wind materializes as aggressive figures sluggishly stir. The ice crystals in his palms slice the air and seemingly hit nothing, but the protocore cluster shimmers for a fleeting moment. As more wanderers emerge, their roars resound and their figures phase in and out. The ice crystals solidify into sharp blades. Zayne delivers his attacks with decisive precision. Blades of ice tear through the darkness, and a pungent scent permeates the air. The ground beneath his feet slowly transforms. It turns softly and slimy like sludge, stubbornly clinging to his legs. Dazed, Zayne looks down, peering through the mist and layers of unclear ice. His gaze falls onto his palm.
Zayne!
A bloody hue taints his hand, and an eerie shadow is cast over his senses. He is momentarily transported back to that bone-chilling nightmare. Zayne is shocked. He looks up and knows who's standing before him. The tension is palpable, gripping him.
William?
It's too late. Please.
In the howling, icy wind, Zayne hears his heavy breathing. Once again, he's returned to the endless, snow-covered expanse of Mount Eternal. Bloody tears stream down from William's empty eye sockets. Then, an array of faces emerge from the cluster's projection.
Aren't you going to celebrate my birthday with me? Why did you kill me?
Richie.
Aren't you a doctor? You should have saved me! Why didn't you save me and my child?
Zayne, please. Kill me.
He's suffocating. He's trapped. His head is spinning. Zayne notices his fingers are trembling uncontrollably. He staggers back, only to trip over something again.
It's just an illusion. It's not real. It's not.
It's okay, Zayne. More and more hands stretch out toward him. They're frozen. The space around him shatters and distorts into mirrors. Reading the anecdote, it was a good call. It hurts. They reflect his bloodshot eyes. They reflect his hands are clenched so tightly that veins bulge. A black icicle suddenly pierces through the mirrors and shatters part of the protocore cluster. The protocore cluster doesn't regenerate. It resembles a cliff teetering on the edge, ready to collapse in on itself.
She made it.
I did. As the mirror shards dissolve into black mist, the cold light intensifies and casts an ethereal glow. Determined, Zayne thrusts the ice blade toward the human figure. Oh. Zayne! The ice blade stops as Zayne's pupils contract. It's her. But she can't possibly be here. They're your patients. How could you? Am I... next? You'll kill me, right? No, you're not Zayne. Who are you? Going to the gym now. Okay, no problem, Nana. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. It's a face he knows so well in this unspeakable nightmare. Her expression is filled with disbelief and pain. Yes, it's her. Zayne, kill me. Black ice flowers bloom from her chest, their petals unfurling. She's as light as a piece of paper, separated from life's weight. Yet she falls almost with a thud in his stiff embrace. Why is this reminding me of GOA right now? Buzzing engulfs Zayne's ears as he's once again pulled into the depths of a never-ending nightmare. While he knows it's an illusion, he can't break free. At that moment, the cracked protocore cluster pulsates with a blood-red light. The air trembles around it. The massive shadow before him breaks along the other protocore cluster. The illusion in his arms changes again, but he doesn't look up. He only clenches his fist.
It's time to end this.
Cold gleam flickers. The pure black crystals surge beneath him. They freeze every figure that lurks within the shadows. The darkness is suppressed, and his surroundings change. It's foggy. A blurry figure gradually emerges from the cracks in this space. Zayne conjures black ice and takes aim. However, his body becomes immobile, as if he's frozen in place.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
Oh.
His entire body becomes encased in ice. Black crystals pierce his chest and spread to his fingers. The intense pain I'm wondering, what the hell did I hear? That line.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
I may be completely wrong, but this is not supposed to be like Astra's voice or something. So I have heard this voice before. I could be 100% wrong though. The intense pain leaves Zayne's back drenched in sweat. He's unable to control his body as he collapses. His heart races in fear as he hears that cold voice. Astra are my number one enemy. Maybe I have to do Death and Rebirth to see if see if that voice matches.
Seek your destiny. Only then can you be redeemed.
Okay, that's the line I've heard. It's right after that. Okay, I forgot where this one was. So this is the line I've heard before. I'm like, That sounds like something Astra would say to him, though. Oh my god, I have to go back to GOA. Because there's one moment I'm thinking of, and I need to know if the voice on this individual person matches up. Supposed to be Astra. throw us. It could. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. As the protocore clusters shatter, a distant tremor ripples through the air. The space around me transforms into mist, and moonlight shines down. Then, the fog dissipates. I can feel the ground beneath my feet. I cautiously assess my surroundings and see that I'm in a garden at the back of the hospital. Something's not right. Yeah, need to compare voices. This is Lincoln's Axo Hospital, but which should be in Chansa. My heartbeat quickens, and a sense of foreboding washes over me. Holding my gun, I push open the door that leads to the hospital. Behind the door, a white mist emerges. When it cleared, I noticed it was back at Zayne's place. By the couch, someone was lying on the floor with their back to me. Zayne!
Be careful. We haven't escaped this dream. There are 2 layers, and the Wanderer is still here.
I rush over to Zayne and help him up. He weakly presses his hand against his left shoulder. His expression alone shows how much he's in pain. The ice. Zayne clenches his left hand and moves away from my hand.
The ice. It's dangerous. Don't touch.
No. Kendall.
It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
A sudden voice in my head gives me pause. Despite the warning, I leaned in to inspect Zayne's injury, feeling my heart sink with each passing moment. There are no visible external injuries on his body, yet the blackened ice spreads across his wrist and neck. It doesn't seem like it'll disappear anytime soon. I don't think you're just losing control of your evil. Let me see if I can help. Baby.
Don't worry. I'm fine. It was just...
No, you're not.
Don't waste your time on me. We can still go after her. My left shoulder, a little lower.
Here. I'm sad that MC doesn't get to voice these lines.
I would hope so. I know how this nightmare ends. Wanderers aren't the only threat here. When push comes to shove, leaving me behind might be for the best.
Never. Shush.
If I do something that ends up hurting you, don't go easy on me.
That's right, MC. You wish. Do whatever I say. Or you're not allowed to talk like that anymore.
What happened? Letting you step into this nightmare, perhaps, was another mistake. But at least I have one last choice.
Karen, no! Don't CMC Frozen again, please. Don't look at me like that right now, jeez. They are very elegant. You got such pretty hands and pretty fingers. So I was always curious on what kind of happened there, but I think obviously MC absorbed that ice from him, and she obviously can't bear it, so he had to take it back. I'm assuming maybe it's his curse. That's my assumption of it. And of course, no one can bear it but Zayne. As I gather my thoughts, the weary face before me momentarily merges with a blurry image of Zayne in my fragmented memories, but they immediately separate. You never know how hard it is not to say something until you can't say anything. Yeah. Listening while making supper. Can I? Well, thank you. I try. Wait, when I was pulled into the protofield, I was attacked by that wanderer and lost consciousness. The wound should be on my body, but it's gone. I give Zayne an inquisitive look. I want an answer, but he averts my gaze again, or my gaze instead. Zayne, what did you do while I was unconscious? What'd you do, Zany? Oh, you can't just leave me with the cliffhanger here. Come on now. Two more chapters. There's a little bit of that. Zayne, what did you do while I was unconscious? Is this why you're losing control of your evil? Oh, we called him out. His silence confirms my suspicions. I lower my head, and my hands that rest on his tighten. Before the worry and guilt in my heart coalesce into coherent words, they disappear because of Zayne's presence. Yeah, he tends to have that effect of just removing a coherent thought and way to form words. Yeah, he does that. He lowers his head, and his chin rests on the top of my head.
You're my hunter escort, correct? Protecting you was protecting myself. And after subjecting you to a distressing dream, ensuring you can leave safely is the least I should do.
Please. Why are you making it sound like you dragged me through hell and back? Your dream didn't hurt me. The mist is exploiting it.
What if the Wanderer wasn't the only source of danger?
Stop it.
You've seen how bleak and oppressive this dream is. As you said, it's not exactly being nice to me.
Are you insinuating
Perhaps
your danger?
the dream itself is the real threat here.
Zayne talks slower, enunciating each word with a gentle tone. It's as if he's trying to calm his simmering inner turmoil. I realize something's wrong. After we entered the proto-field that's based on Zayne's dream, he's been acting more hesitant. Could it be... Zayne, is this nightmare... This nightmare is more than just a dream to you, right? I sense his hand subtly move, a testament to its master's emotions that are always restrained.
A dream remains a dream so long as you wake up from it. But when that day comes, when I can't wake up...
Are you worried you'll be trapped in your dreams? Or that your dreams will encroach on reality? If that day ever comes... Oh... Both sound nice. But considering... death and rebirth... Would telling him that we'll wait for him work, cause he fucking leaves our ass. Getting so many similar to Death and Rebirth that it can't be a coincidence. We're both thinking the same thing here. I'll wait for you. I believe my primary care physician would never leave me alone. Oh, okay. Girl, you're so wrong about that. So I will wait for you in reality until you wake up. The resonance light quietly flows from my fingers as I make a not-so-solemn promise in a calm voice. Zayne's breath hitches, as if it's suspended in the air for a while. Then he exhales, his breath carrying the weight of unspoken sentiments. If all else fails, I'll bury you in the body of a snowman. You'll be a super big snowman.
What?
Okay, that was cute. It's bewilderment. What? I close my eyes and banish the myriad of questions and worries from my mind. If you can't deal with it by yourself, then we'll face it together. I'm the best there is, so I'm sure I can lend a hand.
I see your problem-solving skills are more on the straightforward, brutal side. Should we consider this a side effect of you becoming stronger?
Zayne and Caleb have a condition called sacrifice thyself. Yes, it's critical. Oh, it's so bad. The boys just need to stop. It's called having the freedom that comes with power. I think Xavier has a little bit of that too. Definitely not as critical as Zayne and Caleb, but it's there. All of them kinda have that to some extent. All the black ice has disappeared. How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? I look up and meet Zayne's gaze. It seems he's been observing me for a while.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Don't. Just not about to tell Zayne not to lie again. He turns over my hand. He's not lying. Oh. A sliver of glimmering icy light appears in my palm. He takes his hand back, and two chubby little ice seals tumble into my hand.
You get 2. As an escort, you are very professional while on the job. This is your reward, since I have nothing else to give you.
You can give me a kiss.
Do you trust me now?
I've always trusted you? What do you mean? From where I am, light and shadows dance upon his features. They accentuate the mirth in his eyes. You keep telling me not to push myself, but you also need to stop disregarding your safety. He nods. I clench my hand and reach out to him. I help him stand on his feet as I get up. You said this dream has 2 layers. Are we in the outer one because we broke the inner layer? Zayne doesn't refute my statement. He turns around and walks ahead to open the door. We step out to be greeted by the night breeze. We retrace our steps through the corridor and return to the hospital garden, which feels familiar yet strange.
A mutated wanderer's protofield defies normal logic.
And then further down
It could be hiding anywhere.
Well, hey, at least a kiss can lead to all that. I'm not saying we can't do that. You know, if we could start with a smooch. I'm sorry, Zayne, I wasn't listening to you. Wanderer's protofield defies normal logic. Yeah. Outside the hospital, skyscrapers rise like towering concrete trees in the forest. Meanwhile, the rest of the city stands in eerie silence. I can use my evol to return the protofield to its original state.
Negative consequences born from mistakes don't need to be fixed.
The sky swiftly darkens, as if time itself has been accelerated.
We have no choice but to destroy this place.
That's fine. Wait, you're evil. We'll do it together. No, you me.
Are you ready?
Yes. Black snowflakes drift from our interlocked fingers. The night wind momentarily suspends before swirling into a frenzied flurry once more. Underneath underneath our feet, a vast expanse of ice crystals blossoms. The ground, the buildings, and even the particles floating in the air were all ensnared in the swift spread of chilling night, wrapped in its icy embrace. In an instant, the entire world froze into a black amber. A rift violently tears through the fabric of this space. The Wanderer can't hide anymore. It screeches and reveals its true form. There it is. Let's go. Zayne's coat flutters wildly in the wind. Amidst nightmarish darkness, an icy glimmer materializes in his hand.
Let's end this before the breaking dawn arrives.
Oh, I see what you did there. Ha ha, breaking dawn. Dawnbreaker. We did it. We beat Mist. Not even gonna bother fighting him. Once the final blow is dealt to the Wanderer, an intense tremor surges from the depths of my heart. But the resonance is unmistakably this time. It's akin to gentle waves brimming with power. A light, warm glow gently descends into my palm. We got the Aether Core fragment. Is this Chansa Hospital? The breaking dawn's light streams in through the window. In the silent corridor, the air carries a faint scent of disinfectant. Have we returned? Zayne! As my hand is tenderly squeezed, I turned my head. Zayne is next to me. Wait, I need to double check. Are we still in the protofield? Or are we in reality? Turn around first. Well, bam! Play bongos for a minute. Okay, you can turn back now. Hi. Though his expression has a bit of helplessness, Zayne still complies.
Are you double-checking or making me play a game of turnaround?
I'm confirming that Dr. Zayne is the person with me right now. A burst of laughter erupts from deep within me, but in the very next second, I collapse onto the ground. His arms immediately extend to steady me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I reach out, but stop once I realize I'm holding something. I open my hand and see a protocore fragment. It emits a faint green glow. A fragment of the ether core. At least our effort was for nothing.
You're back.
He is so cute.
Dr. Zayne.
There's the other cutie. Captain Willow and the others rush over from the opposite end of the corridor. Their expressions reflect a mixture of relief, joy, and concern.
Are you two okay? You're not hurt, are you?
We're good.
It's been 3 whole days since you were trapped in that Wanderer's proto-field. Everyone's been worried sick.
From Captain Willow, I learned that exactly 3 days had passed since we entered the peculiar proto-field. The patient has been relocated to a secured ward and is now out of danger following resuscitation. During this time, the entire hospital was being protected by Chancha City's hunters, who carried out a thorough investigation.
By the way, we discovered a strange device while investigating the ICU.
Oh. Speaking in a quieter tone, she gives me a sealed, transparent bag.
We found it hidden inside a flux stabilizer that was sitting in a corner. Almost went unnoticed. Ever since that incident happened in the ER, the hospital's flux stabilizers have been examined or replaced.
So only recently did someone tamper with one of them. I take the sealed bag and show a grateful smile. I'll ask the association to conduct an investigation. Carter. Look. Keep going and doing all that. I open the door to Zayne's home. It's quiet. Zayne? He's in default, but it's fine. Because he's so handsome in it. I tiptoe into the living room. Zayne is peacefully sleeping on the couch. Why don't you go to bed, Zayne? The curtains gently flutter in the warm breeze. Light and shadow glide from his nose to his chin. Still kind of looking good. Oh. Is he sleeping or... I move closer and place my hand over his chest. Oh, he's just sleeping. He must be exhausted. Thank you. Oh, what do you mean? I already have it saved. What do you mean? Approaching Zayne, I kneel down to be at eye level with him. I carefully cover him with a blanket that was draped on the couch. The tension on Zayne's furrowed brow dissipates. His breathing is steady, and his expression is serene and relaxed. I look at his face, and the thoughts in my mind racing as I reflect on the whirlwind of events that have unfolded recently. You can finally rest. My watch vibrates. I leave the living room and answer Simone's call.
The preliminary analysis results are out for the thing you brought back.
No, I still had a few left for him, because I think... Well, when was it? 145, I think, was a voice line cap? Or 140? I had a few left. Tell me.
It has an intricate structure. Took me a while to disassemble it.
Oh, yeah?
I found a radio frequency chip that resonates with metaflux fluctuations. Basically, it's an energy transmitter. It can locate protocores and even attract wanderers via fluctuations.
No. A wanderer attracting transmitter. As I recall what had happened, one figure stands out as the most suspicious. Cunter. That's what we call him. His name is Cunter. He just showed up before and after the patient displayed abnormalities. I share my suspicions with Simone. She then poses her own questions.
The complexity of this small device is far beyond his understanding, and even Xander Sciences. It exhibits highly advanced protocore technology. Xander Sciences is a medical institution. There's no way they could possess protocore tech that rivals the associations, right?
The mole gave it to them, maybe? So, what are you thinking?
After the founder of Xander Sciences, Raymond, passed away, the company's future was uncertain. Only recently was it acquired by a well-known group.
Oh, my sweet summer... What do you mean? I have a 69 save for same. Hey, that's the perfect number.
Its biggest shareholder right now should be...
Eva.
Ever.
Ugh. It's at that moment the fragmented pieces of information in my mind gradually lock into place and form a cohesive image. Carter mentioned the patient at Chancha Hospital has been undergoing long-term treatment at Xander Sciences. Raymond, the founder of Xander Sciences, was in a similar situation. If the peculiar crystals in the operating room and the monsters in the N109 zone could come from the same source, that means Ever is creating monsters. Once again, Zayne finds himself chasing after that familiar figure. Under radiant sunlight, cicadas chirp in the background while the pristine azure sky stretches as far as the eye can see. The sun sits on the edge of the city's high-rise buildings. The girl turns to him. She smiles. At least he caught up to her.
Finally.
He holds out his hand to the girl, and she firmly grasps it. Yet the two find themselves tumbling back into the seemingly endless, empty corridor. Black crystals emerge from his palm. They encroach on the girl's forearm. Sunlight is engulfed by darkness once more. How dare you? Why would you end it that way? How dare you? What the hell, man? That's so mean.